Hello, my wonderful Cancerians. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, guys, so we have two cards here. The first card is Mask, Hidden Motive, Concealed, Disguise, Lying. Okay. And then we have Change, Regeneration, Growth, Metamorphosis, Cycles. Two very different energies here, Cancer. You could be moving on from, someone or a connection where you feel like, you're like someone has revealed their true colors. You may view someone as like living a double life, or you feel like maybe they were involved in a connection with some sort of selfish intent here, but it's becoming like it's very clear to you, to the point where someone could quite literally feel very exposed this week. And then, we do have the card of change, which speaks about growth and cycle. So there could be some sort of a repetitive cycle that is coming to an end and you're able to move forward, but you could be healing from someone who is very dishonest with you. Let's see here. Okay, so we have the Prince of Cups and we have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, moving forward. This could be, new love, whether it's you're dabbling in something new as you're watching my read, or that's just something that you're manifesting for yourself here. You definitely could be completing a very tough cycle where you feel like it really took an emotional toll on you. And you're starting to feel like yourself again, or you feel like you're kind of like getting your mojo back, if you will. So I'm going to start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. Now, Cancer, I'm intuitively picking up on someone who wants to come back around, but it's like it's a very hidden energy. Like they're thinking about how to come back around in a way where you wouldn't expect it. Because I'm getting the vision of the Page of Swords, someone who's keeping tabs on you, someone who's, watching what you're up to, wanting to come back around, but not really being direct about it, I guess is the best way for me to explain it. Okay, so let's see how you're being viewed this week. Death card. You're moving forward. A decision could feel very like almost like you made a final decision. There's something that has changed in your life that is visible to this person, or the way that you're responding to this person, or maybe if you're not responding at all, just the way that you're treating them or dealing with the situation is letting this person know that your emotions have changed or you're ready to move forward here. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. It seems to me that like something feels over to you, but it may not feel over to this person, because there's still a fixation on you, or this is someone who's still very much thinking about you. The Star card, something about you is very special. Something about the connection that they share with you is, very rare. They could feel like you possess very unique qualities, sure, but also something about the connection. They may be comparing other connections to the connection that they have with you. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, the Eight of Swords. So the Star card and the Eight of Swords in the challenge position is someone stressing out about what they no longer have access to, and realizing that when they had access to you, or when they were connecting with you, they did not, treat you in a way where they were showing you that they were grateful for that. This person feels very stuck on you, but they also feel very worried and stressed out because they're viewing you as moving forward. There could even be something new that you're dabbling in that's visible to this person. They feel like you're a catch, with the Star card. They feel like you're very special. There's a lot of attraction here. That when they think about you, what stresses them out is they almost convince themselves that there's no way that you're not dabbling in something new. They're viewing you as someone who's highly sought after. This is someone who feels like anyone would be lucky to have you as a partner. And so Eight of Swords is them feeling stuck on you, but also unable to move forward, but feeling like you're moving forward or you've detached. You have a very caring and nurturing energy with the Star card, but with the Eight of Swords, alongside coming out in the challenge position, it's like they don't have access to that side of you anymore. How are you viewing this person? Six of Wands. They could be doing something to grab your attention this week. You may be dealing with someone who's like in the public eye, or, they receive a lot of attention. There could even be something that they're celebrating this week that is visible to you. You're looking at the situation, right? And you're trying to be optimistic, or you're looking at the bright side of things. Even though you feel very defeated or hurt, there is a lesson that you've learned where you're like, okay, well, this is a bittersweet feeling, but at least I now know this, or I know what I am no longer willing to tolerate moving forward. So a bit of a bittersweet feeling is the best way for me to describe that energy. What's going on in your feelings? Three of Wands. Okay. And the Hanged Man. Planning for your future or moving forward because things feel very, very stagnant or stuck with this person. You're starting to see things in a different perspective. Maybe even stepping into this person's shoes or seeing things from their end. Right? Like if something didn't make sense to you in terms of their communication or actions, something is, it's almost like you're having a full circle moment, or something you were confused about in the past is making sense to you in the now. Some of you could be dealing with the Pisces. And I'm strongly getting this could be a situation that has been stagnant for quite some time, where you quite literally feel numb towards it now. It's like your feelings have changed, or you just, you haven't thought about it for quite some time, or because it wasn't progressing, you refrained from thinking about it. There's like a very numb feeling associated with that Hanged Man card, Seven of Pentacles, and the Magician. This is a strong energy of looking at a situation and feeling like, okay, here's where there's room for improvement. But because the improvement or the changes are not taking place, I'm moving forward or manifesting something new for myself. It's a very powerful time for you to, manifest. So just be careful of the thoughts that you're thinking and what you're focusing on, what you're putting your energy towards. And the Magician and the Seven of Pentacles is you taking the lesson that you've learned from this connection and seeing how it made you a better person, or made you it gave you some sort of wisdom. It made you more knowledgeable in maybe other people's behavior and that sort of thing, where it's like what you want now and you're aligning with what you want to attract. It almost seems to me that you feel like there's nothing left for you to see or know about this person because of some sort of mask falling off, or something being exposed about this person to you. It's like there's nothing left for me to figure out about this situation. Hanged Man could also be an energy of you feeling like this situation has hit a dead end, or it feels like you're beating some sort of a dead horse. Okay, so we have the World card clarifying the Star card, and the Tower clarifying the Eight of Swords. I feel like this person is going to remain very stressed out. At least this week, they're thinking about you quite a bit. And with the Tower, they did not expect for you to walk away, or they did not expect for something to come to light here. Even if they expected a truth to be revealed, they may have expected you to stick around or work something out with them. But the fact that you're closing out a cycle and moving forward, and that's very clear to them, is the very thing that's stressing them out. Hence why these cards are coming up in the challenge position. Some of you could have physically relocated, like if you, maybe lived in the same neighborhood as this person, or you were able to see this person on a daily basis. Like this is someone who is wondering, about your like whereabouts, or there's a level of concern here. It's like not only do they feel like they don't have access to you in terms of you're not there for them or you don't communicate with them, this person could also feel like you're someone that they were able to see quite a bit, and now they haven't seen you in a very long time. So definitely missing you, but the change that occurred between the both of you is what's stressing them out. It's making them feel stuck. They didn't feel, they don't, They don't feel like they were prepared for things to end, or something happened much sooner than they thought it would. It almost seems to me that this person feels like they could have felt like they had more time to express something to you or come clean about something, but it just so happened that you were able to figure this out on your own, or the truth, kind of revealed itself here. The World card, as well as a Tower, could be some sort of unexpected communication, specifically online. In their feelings, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. Yeah, I feel like this is someone who does hold you on a pedestal. I feel like this is someone who wishes that they were able to offer you some sort of stability in the past, because they're viewing you as their version of an ideal partner. But the Emperor is remaining held back. It could even be someone who doesn't want to show you how they feel. It's someone who's, numbing their emotions, taking care of business or taking care of their responsibilities, but you're still on their mind. They're viewing you as like the one that got away, or they feel like they're always going to be reminded of you. It doesn't matter if they're, if it's like a sense of like comparing other connections to you, but it's just they feel like they're constantly reminded of you. Like this is a connection that they're not going to be able to just like forget and move on from. We have the Seven of Wands and the Six of Cups. You have someone who misses you deeply, and someone who feels a very deep connection towards you. But Emperor and the Seven of Wands is something here that they feel defensive about, that they're not willing to open up about, right? Where it's like, I miss Cancer. I'm always going to be reminded of Cancer. I'm thinking about Cancer right now. But if I tell Cancer that, it means that I would have to return to Cancer with my tail between my legs, or I would have to own up or take accountability for something that I don't feel ready to take accountability for. And Seven of Wands, it's also a bit of a defensive energy. Like this person could want to communicate with you, but they're afraid of something that you may bring up. They're afraid that something that is going to come up in the conversation, and they're not sure how to respond to that. Definitely heavily missing you this week, a very nostalgic energy with the Six of Cups. Stuck in, visions of the both of you together. So we have the Two of Wands followed by the King of Swords in the potential outcome. Someone who feels like they're upset with the current dynamic, feeling like they need to let go or move forward, but they also find that they're constantly waiting on something to happen. So they may feel like their emotions feel a bit contradicting this week. What's the Two of Wands? The Two of Swords, the King of Swords, the Ten of Swords. Part of them knows that they need to let this go. That's what I see in the potential outcome. Part of them feels like, okay, this is over. I need to let this go. Two of Swords. I don't know how this could be any different. I don't know how I'm going to create a change between Cancer and I. I don't know what to say or what to do to change Cancer's mind. But the Two of Wands is still some sort of a waiting game, or hoping and praying that something is going to happen. Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, and you have the Princess of Wands and the Knight of Wands. They want to communicate with you. This person could be coming back around in a very light-hearted way. I miss you, Cancer, what have you been up to, that sort of thing. But deep inside, they know that things are not going to be the same, and that's what's stressing them out. They know that what you guys had, or what they had the chance to attain with you in the past, that opportunity has passed. That no longer is. And that's something that's, stressing them out. I also feel strongly that with the Princess of Wands and the Knight of Wands, like this person, it's like when they think about communicating with you, they feel that you are going to treat them in a very different way. For example, if they're reaching out to you, right, and to talk about an ending, they feel like you're no longer interested in discussing that. Instead, you're going to keep the conversation very surface level. So when they take that and compare it to how you used to communicate with them, or how you used to treat them, that is where this, hurt is stemming from. So let's see, is there anything they want to communicate to Cancer? And don't get me wrong, I do feel like this is someone who misses you, but the Emperor, Seven of Wands definitely could be someone, operating from a space of ego or pride, or they know that you know something, but they don't want to own up to it. Okay. It says, it's time for me to heal now. So there could be something that they're working on, some sort of shadow work, or there's just a part of them that they're trying to heal. Because I do see that this person is hurt, but they're just not showing you that. I feel you even though we are apart. So despite the distance, this person still feels very connected to you. Anything else? We need to let each other go. And this is what I was saying with the Ten of Swords and the King of Swords. A part of this person knows that, okay, this is not going to work out moving forward. I need to let Cancer go, but they can't help how they feel. Or this could just be a week where they're just like reminiscing or feeling very nostalgic about what the both of you had in the past together. Okay, anything else? I wish things could be different. I think there's a lot of wishing and hoping here. And then bottom of the deck, it says, you speak to me through music. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.